What the streets desperately want to know, what the streets need to know is the comeback on? Is there a Southampton tax? Is there an EPL tax? Or are Chelsea about to launch one of the most miraculous comebacks at the Bernabeu? I need answers. I am still processing what the hell I just saw. I don't fully understand what the hell I just saw because I just saw Chelsea put six past Southampton. So is this really what Chelsea are capable of doing? Or is this just a fugazi win because we've seen other teams bend Southampton over and spank them like a newborn baby? Let's get it. So shout out to my panel in here saying what's up and so forth. So before obviously I bring in your boys, Eminence and Afford, I just want to just give my 2 cents here. I don't want to just give my 2 cents here, then I'll definitely give them the floor. You see, here's my thing. Shocking. I didn't see this coming, specifically after that horrendous performance that was held on Wednesday. So I wasn't expecting much. No, I was hoping to win. I was hoping to win, but I was not expecting this. No way. You see, you have to look beyond what you just given in football. For football, it's not 1 + 1 = 2. No. Football is not 1 + 1 = 2. You see, on the surface, people say, oh, Chelsea can't play like this. Chelsea can't really be amazing. So therefore, if Chelsea play like this, they will beat Real Madrid on Tuesday. But that is an extremely simplistic and stupid way of viewing the very complicated sport of football. Very much indeed. But Chelsea played well. Let's be real. You see, we can't just say, oh, Southampton were crap and so forth. We have to give Chelsea credit. They played well. This was one-touch, quick movements, and every time Chelsea moved forward, it seemed they would always score. Chelsea had a real belief about them. Chelsea had a true swagger about them, and they played well. So we can't take anything away that Chelsea gave Southampton a freaking sacrifice. This was a sacrifice. And we have to credit Chelsea for that sacrifice. We have to credit them. They sacrificed Southampton, and we have to give credit to the freaking players. But there is a but. There is a but here because I don't want to be put into a trap. That's why I want Forward and Eminence to come in and really give me some thoughts because I don't want to be put into a trap here because this is the classic mistake is Chelsea just put six past Southampton. It could be 7 or 8. Timo Werner could have had 4 goals. Timo Werner had 2. Timo Werner had 2 goals. He generally could have had 4 goals because some of the this guy was missing from points blank. So credits for Timo Werner scoring those 2 goals, but my God in heaven, this guy is still trash. Yes, he scored 2 goals, but this guy is still gutter trash because you should have had at least 4 goals in this game. This blonde dude is trash, bro. I'm sorry. Got to keep it real. But I don't want to fall into a trap because the trap is me getting overexcited and thinking that Chelsea can say what's up on Tuesday based on this game. And this way, we now give you football education. Congrats for Chelsea. 6-0, 3 points, 6 goals. That's what Chelsea did, especially with all of the abuse of Tuchel and so forth. Southampton aren't Real Madrid. I'm searching, I'm looking. I can't see a Casemiro. I can't see a Drich, I can't see a Benzema, I can't see a Militao, I can't see a Fela Mendy, I can't see an Alaba, I can't see a Carvajal, I can't see a Nacho, I can't see any of these guys. And all these guys are far better at their jobs and at their roles as freaking Southampton. You know? So yes, give credit to Mount and give credit to Mount for scoring those 2 goals and for having assists. Give credit to Havertz, give credit to the whole team. But Chelsea, you are playing a greatly inferior team. You were playing a greatly inferior team. So, you see, for me, I would have actually preferred it if Chelsea won like 2-1. Because at 6-0, you're trying to trick me. And I don't like being tricked. And I can always see a trick from far away. Trust me, I can always see a trick from far away. And I do not like to be tricked because I'm saying right now that, oh, So are Chelsea now suddenly amazing? Because this is a team who we'll be saying are trash right now. Because you could say this counts as a great performance. Because it was 6-0 and it could have been 10, if not for freaking Timo Werner. But I'm not going to fall for that trick. Well done for beating Southampton. This is not Real Madrid. And any Chelsea fan who makes the mistake and says, the comeback is on, we can say what's up, you are greatly mistaken and you're a flipping moron. Because a lot of work has to be done. A lot of work has to be done. So before I bring in the guys, man, I said, look, see, shouts to the guys. Well done, well played, shocking. But let's be real. Let's be real. Leicester City put 9 past these guys. So Chelsea fans trying to twerk and do the Cardi B and so forth on the stripper dance pole. Let's be clear here. This same team held 9 to Leicester City. Are Leicester City now one of the best teams in the world? So Southampton and United also put a lot past these guys as well. So let's just look beyond what we've seen and look behind it, beyond it and around it. Well done for Chelsea. It's 3 points, it's 6 goals. And there's nothing better than a team who have been playing trash football than to have a 5-star performance scoring 6 goals. So that is great confidence for Chelsea. But beyond that, I'm not falling for that trick, bro. Eminence, talk to me. What are we doing here? Are you falling for the trick?
No. HH, you know what? Yeah, like this season, man. You know, Chelsea. If you ask any Chelsea fan, yeah, prior to this game, what's the best performance we've had this season? They'll tell you is the Juve game. Yeah.
Yes.
So Chelsea have been starving this season. So like, if Chelsea fans are getting carried away from this game, you can understand it. But I'm not getting carried away, man. I feel like the Real Madrid
don't
game,
don't.
I'm not getting carried away by obviously Southampton have lost 9-0, I think, to United and Leicester in the last.
Okay, so what does this performance mean then? What does this mean?
I think Tuchel got onto the players after the Real Madrid game, and yeah, they had to perform today. Like they had no option, they had to perform. So yeah, for me, like it's just Tuchel getting going.
Okay, so does this mean that I should now be excited for Tuesday, or I should chill?
No.
Because you see something, is this a reaction performance or is this just Southampton tax?
Yeah, this was a reaction from the Brentford and Real Madrid loss. So yeah, that's it for me. For me, Southampton, obviously Southampton tax as well, because like we said before, they lost to Leicester and United 9-0. So I'm not really falling for this one, man. I want to see how they perform against Real Madrid for me to give my analysis. But listen, well done to the team. Mount played well. Werner was still trash today. He missed like 4 chances.
That's how you know a guy's crap, where he can score 2 goals, but he's still crap.
HH, man. I was like, what's this guy? This Werner guy, bro. He's HH, he's so frustrating to watch. But listen, big him up today.
He's crap.
Mount actually played well today, bro. He actually played well. So you know what?
I don't want to sound like a hater. Mount played well, but it was 6-0 and it's Southampton. So you can't come and say, how they look away, you're saying about mismanagement or something. I was like, okay, you played well. Who did you play well against? It's Southampton. And you played well in a team that won 6-0.
No, I get what you're saying, but like you gotta give him credit, man. Like he did.
I give him credit. I give him credit. Of course I do. He played very well. Yeah, and that was a very good first goal.
Yeah. Good goal. And Alonso played well, HH, man. He actually played well today.
Eminence. 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 I was with you with Mounts. Eminence. Hush your gums. Eminence, don't you dare. This isn't an Alonso apology to her. Don't you dare. The guy is still a criminal in both senses of the word.
I hear what you're saying, but for today, I'm talking about for today. You gotta give him
Eminence.
Credit, man. Just for today. No, just for today.
Just say he scored the goal and we move. Cheers for the goal. Eminence, don't come and say, but Alonso played well. He could do something on Tuesday. Hold on. Okay, Eminence, Alonso played well. So he should start on Tuesday at the Bernabeu.
No, HH. I said
Eminence, talk. I want to hear an answer.
HH, for today's game, you gotta give him credit, man. You gotta give him credit.
Eminence, I've given him credit. So Credits. Well done, Alonso. Well done. Nice one. Tuesday, do you start him?
It's a tough one, man. But because
It's
if
a
you look
tough
at,
one.
no, H. Relax.
It's a hard one, isn't
Yeah,
it? It's difficult.
Let me learn. The last game, yeah, Aspi played the left wing back, and you can see that he didn't have any effects on the game. So if you're looking at it, what does he like? We're not going to lose anything by playing Alonso as the left wing back, but
Brain
obviously,
cells.
wait,
Brain
wait,
cells.
wait,
Brain
wait,
cells.
wait.
Wait.
Let me
So
land.
Alonso
Let me
plays
land.
left. So who plays on the right? So Alonso against possibly Valverde.
Yeah.
Let me land. Obviously, Tuchel has to come up with a plan to like help him out defensively because obviously he still has his deficiencies defensively. So I get that, but if you're looking at, listen, I'm just getting carried away, man.
Thank you. See, thank you. See. You know, we can go around and everything, but you finally said the golden words. Getting carried away. And that is why I said that I needed to have this live discussion because, guys, we need to sort of chill with this 6-0. Because as Ford sends me a DM, Ford was like, I don't know what's happening. And that's what I want to hear. I want to hear that this makes no sense. So don't tell me that, oh, Chelsea are back. Chelsea not saying what's up. This is like, hang on, where did this come from?
No. Okay, to be honest, yeah, we're not.
No, Eminence, where did this come from?
Let me like. Actually, I'm surprised as well, man. I'm surprised. Like I was like, bro, 3-0 in the first. Was it 4-0 first half, bro?
Yes, 4-0 in the first half. Yes,
bro. I was surprised. I'm like, Werner scoring as well, bro. What, bro? Werner, bro. Let's talk about Werner, bro. How did he miss that chance from Loftus-Cheek, bro? How did he miss that?
How? Werner missed a point blank header, and I think he missed 2 1v1s.
For me, that was the goal, bro. That Loftus-Cheek.
Eminence, I'm telling you that this my blonde friend, my blonde great white hope, he missed a 1v1. He missed a point blank header and 2 1v1s. And he could have see. And it's just a guy scored 2 goals and was still crap. Bro, do you know what we're dealing with here? How do you score 2 goals but you're still crap?
Werner was rubbish, man. But you know what? Give him credit for the 2 goals. That's the move on now.
I mean, I'd have to give him. I'd have to. I mean, last I checked, it's a free world, and I could do whatever the hell I want. So, before I come to forward, let me hit this door before I come to forward, man. Wink, thank you for the door, Wink. 6-0 Highland Tax United. Where is cream pie? Trust me, we're gonna talk. No. Trust me. We're gonna talk about Arsenal and United. We're going to talk about Arsenal and United because we're going to talk Arsenal United now, and we're going to talk much more in detail tonight, man, for sure. Miguel Radines, but Arsenal fans told me that they would make top 4. Yes, they did. Miguel, don't worry. We'll touch upon that. Also, Chelsea are lucky that Manchester is United is having a meltdown and Arsenal are falling apart. Miguel, I could have see now. Miguel, the United thing that shocks me. That has shocked me. I want to discuss a lot more of that in detail tonight. The Arsenal thing doesn't shock me. I'm generally sure the United lost to Everton. Arsenal, I'm like, as you were. Regular programming has resumed. You know, JJ Bridge, thank you for the job, JJ Bridge. The two called out the team and they responded. JJ, yes, but there might be a Southampton tax. JJ, don't fall into the trap. This is a bait and switch. Yes, it's a response, but also there's a Southampton tax. JJ, don't now say that, oh, Chelsea are down, and see, don't get your hopes too high for Tuesday, and then Benzema scores a brace in the first 10 minutes. So be very careful here. But yes, it was a response, and I like the response, and it's good to respond with it's a 6 flex. Timo Baggio, Casey. Timms doesn't miss those chances he misses. Timms gets a hat trick. In this game, Timms gets a hat trick. So relax. Timms gets a hat trick. Casey, don't be a hater. JJ said, HH, I don't care if it's a fluke win, I'll take 6-0. No, bro. JJ, it is a good win. Happy with the win. It's a great win. It's a nice response, but you have to just take it in a realistic sense. And you cannot overrate the scoreline because JJ, it's great. 6-0 is great. It's amazing. But JJ, Southampton, they held 9 to Leicester City. They held 9. So this is something that can just happen. So my thing, JJ, is that what we need to know is this a sustained response or is this just an anomaly? If it's a sustained response, bring on Tuesday. If it's not, let's chill. Zero Juniors. Oh no, this is a locked-in thing. Come tonight. So tonight will be open. This is just for a few people, but tonight's hangouts is going to be open. Ford, give me that real talk. Ford, give me that real talk, man. Give me that real talk.
I mean, for a start, I mean, what a beautiful day of football, boys. I mean, what a beautiful day.
Ford,
I mean, it starts to.
We're gonna talk Arsenal United a bit more. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there. We're gonna get there.
We will. And obviously, just as a little add-on to what's been happening, Tottenham have just scored. Heung-min Son, so
wow.
The bottle job is on for Arsenal, man.
Deary me. Oh dear. 30 minutes.
If Arsenal crumble, yeah, hey.
No, bro. Because people talked, bro.
They didn't just talk, bro. They made videos, but we'll get into it. we'll get into it. But as for the proceedings that happened at St. Mary's, listen, look. When I saw that lineup, I thought, oh, here we go again. Here we go again with Werner and Alonso on the left flank, and just like recently, we've not been playing good football at all. So to get a result like this and a performance, because it was a very good performance, it was it's something that we as Chelsea fans we deserved, given how much we've had to put up with. Because like Eminence said, our best performance this season was probably Juventus. In fact, it definitely was
Chelsea
Juventus.
did this. This was long overdue.
And like I've been saying, HH for a lot of 2022, like we've not performed that well. Like even at the Club World Cup, we were poor against Palmeiras. Missed a lot of chances against Al Hilal. Obviously, we were good in a League Cup final against Liverpool. Obviously, good in the second half against Burnley, but we haven't had that many good performances, if we're being honest. Leo was a good performance, but very few and far in between. So we needed today for sure. And you also have to mention the fact that obviously we'll get onto, for me, why we beat Southampton the way we did today. But you do have to recognize the fact that Chelsea generally against Southampton, we have a lot of tough games against them. Like even earlier this season, we only beat them 3-1, but we scored 2 late goals. One of them was actually from Werner. But we scored those 2 late goals, I think, in the last 7 minutes of the game. In the league, and also in the League Cup, we only beat them on penalties.
But Ford, that's what I want to ask you. Is this a sustained response, or is this just an anomaly? That's the answer I need.
Interesting, because people would look at Brentford and say, was Brentford a blip? But then obviously we followed that up with Real Madrid. Then we come to today and we win 6-0. Now, I think today was a response. It doesn't now mean we're going to go and score 6 goals against Madrid. I don't think it means that at all.
No.
For me, what I took from today is that why did we beat Southampton? Now, I think there's 2 big taxes on this. And I think the first tax for me is For me, it's Bundesliga tax, bro. Like today was Bundesliga tax because Southampton are a Bundesliga team. They've always been a Bundesliga team. The way that they play, it is. And someone like Timo Werner
twice. Okay,
exactly, right. Bro. It was Bundesliga tax, bro. There were 2 German managers on the touchline shouting in German. Werner just thought, I can score goals, and he did that. And fair play to him. Obviously, it's funny because we were 4-0 up in 30 minutes. And I still said to myself, how can we be 4-0 up in 30 minutes and our leading striker is shit? And he's playing like shit. It didn't make any sense, bro.
See, Ford, I thank you, bless you. You're now talking real talk. Ford, this doesn't make sense. This game doesn't make sense.
Because at 0-0, obviously, at 0-0, bro, he missed that sitter from the header that Ruben crossed him, which was awful. There are a couple of other... it was. I would have jumped out my seat and I see it bounced off the bar. I'm like, what? Like, silly,
points
bro.
blank.
And then
points blank.
A couple of other dead touches. You look at Havertz's goal. He sits down 2 defenders, but then from like 7 yards out, you managed to hit the post. It's crazy.
Bro, this guy's crazy.
He's terrible, man. He's terrible. And yeah, look, he scored today, and obviously against a high line like Southampton, you're gonna have your joy. You're gonna be able to create chances and be a threat, but that's not gonna happen against Real Madrid. Real Madrid are not only playing at home, but they have a 2-goal lead on us, so they don't need to give us that kind of space in behind, especially if they know Werner's going to start. So I don't really care about Werner. Like Werner's performance today, it didn't move me at all. In fact, if anything, it showed me how bad he is because a lot of it, bro, he should be scoring 4 or 5 goals today.
But before did you know the annoying thing? I bet you if you go into some circles on Twitter and so forth, the guys will say, "Werner, well done, congrats, 2 goals, nice one." Stupid people.
And the silly thing, man. Very deluded. I mean, look, let's be real. Werner's been at Chelsea, I think 22 months now, pretty much, right? He scored 10 league goals, and I think 5 of them are against Southampton, which is literally the definition of Farmers League Bundesliga tax, bro. So I don't care
I
about
think
today for
6.
Burnley.
Yeah. 6 of
Yeah,
them.
5 or 6 against Southampton of 10 league goals
Wait, 5
in
have
almost
been
2
against
years.
the same team.
Yes, like so. I don't care.
Man, get this bum out of this club, man.
But out of that, look, in terms of obviously, so again, I mentioned Farmers League attacks. I think another big thing is also loan army tax because again, it happened with Crystal Palace. Obviously, when we played them, they haven't got Gallagher, who's obviously their best player, and also when we play Southampton, they haven't got their leader striker in Armando Broja. So when you're playing against teams like this, you are missing star players, not through injury, just through being cup tied. It obviously has a big factor. But in terms of what things that were good for Chelsea today, of course, again, Southampton's system benefited us, but Kovacic today, massive upgrade on Jorginho. I'm sorry, bro. Like for all the people that say, "Oh, Jorginho was top 3, respect our guy, he almost won a Ballon d'Or." Jorginho is a bondage in the middle of the pitch for Chelsea Football Club.
No, seriously, Ford. I dare Tuchel not to start Kovacic on Tuesday. I dare him.
Like that's
dare
what
him.
shocked me about
dare him.
Tuesday. About Wednesday, sorry. I don't know how
Okay.
we started that game without Kovacic. He's been comfortably our best midfielder of the season, comfortably. So to not start him was criminal, and for me, he has to start Tuesday. Has to.
What do you make of Loftus-Cheek playing wing back and right wing back? Did you think he played well today or what?
I thought he was excellent. And again, I'm gonna speak on this because again, I'm the big Loftus-Cheek fanboy here. The Burberry boys, you know all that. Like, look, listen, he was quality today. And again, for those first,
is it right wing back moving forward, or is it just
no,
this one game?
Of course not. Of course not. But I don't look at him saying, "Oh, he played right wing back today, so he's a great right wing back." I just look at his actual attributes and what he offers, which a lot of this Chelsea team lack: is the ability to drive with the ball and run at players and like progress the ball forward through just dribbling. And again, as we've talked about a lot of times, HH, what Chelsea lack is natural dribblers and people who want to carry the ball. And obviously, Ruben Loftus-Cheek isn't a winger. He's not Dembele. He's not Kingsley Coleman. He's not these kind of players. But at least he will bring that progression. And he brought that. Obviously, that led to the Werner chance that hit the bar. He then brought it for the first goal, which again is always key for Chelsea because Chelsea struggled to get the first goal a lot of times. But he drove the ball forward, picked up a beautiful pass to Mount. He then flicked it to Alonso, and Alonso does what he does. Alonso in those situations is clinical. So I thought Ruben had a very good game today. Sure.
Okay, let me take some dubs, and then I want us to touch on our good friends, man.
I think just one thing we do have to talk a little bit about, obviously, what this means for Real Madrid in terms of like, okay, I'm not saying now we're going to beat Real Madrid. Of course not. I'm still pessimistic.
Forward.
No. HH, I'm looking more at what Chelsea should how Chelsea should line up because there's certainly some questions we have to look at in terms of who should play in certain positions.
That's why this is apart from coaches should start, which is another thing. I can't use this game or people's performances in this game as a benchmark or as a piece of evidence or example for how it should land because Real Madrid will be completely different to Southampton. Completely different. So my thing is that the way Chelsea were allowed to play, the amount of space they were given, specifically in the sense of the pitch, how easy it was for Chelsea just to cut open Southampton and so forth. You're not doing that to Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. You're not.
How about this? Yeah, if we score within the first 5 minutes,
then we can talk.
Okay.
Oh, no. See, and that's what I said. If Chelsea score early, let's talk. Also, if Chelsea gets an early goal, let's talk.
Yeah.
But you know what I'd say? From a mental, psychological point of view, this game doesn't mean the whole Chelsea. Just from a mental point of view, it is a great way to go into that game because this is a huge confidence booster. It's Southampton, Bundesliga attacks, blah, blah, but at the end of the day, 6-0 is still 6-0. People scored lots of goals. People played well. So you're going into Tuesday a little bit much more higher. And Tuchel just needs to just use that energy into Tuesday. Let me take some of these dots real quick, man. What Coach Narrows says, HH, you might be right about this Arsenal bottle job. Coach Narrows, hold on. Zotan TV, HH, it's an honor to support Newcastle. Big W versus. Oh, did Newcastle win today?
I think they won 1-0 against Wolves, I think.
Oh, they won against Wolves with the wheels. Oh, well done, man. Shout out to... Oh, Zotan TV is a United fan. A Man United fan. Zotan TV, condolences, man. Condolences, Zotan TV, man. Condolences. I almost just missed it. Casey, talk about Bayern. Nagelsmann might be a fraud. Please don't tell me these guys are losing. Oh, look, they won 1-0 or 11. That's called by penalty. Look, let's see what happens on. I don't know whether they play on Tuesday or Wednesday. Let's just see what happens then. So before you start judging him and so forth, let's see what happens with your boy before you start. No, so it's Tuesday. Let's see what happens Tuesday. Let's see what happens Tuesday before we start judging the guy, because everybody is so reactionary to try and get the guy out the paint. And JJ Bridge, thank you for the dub, JJ Bridge. That's why I said fluke win. Let's see what happens. I'm still not confident for Tuesday. And congrats to Arsenal and Man U on their wins today. No, but see, you're right. See, I wouldn't say a fluke win. That would be unfair to the players. I would say this was just an anomaly. You have these games that just happen. Like Leicester City, well, that's not a fluke win. They deserved it. But just one of those games. But at the end of the day, cool. Goal difference is goal difference. But this, based on the other results, it now secures top 4. So the only thing you can take out of this game is this is a confidence booster for Tuesday. But JJ, on that point, Arsenal. You see, guys, I said this months ago. Please run the tape. And I'm going to talk more about this. And I'm also going to talk more about this. I'll talk more about this again tonight. But guys, I told you guys that these dudes are fugazi. These dudes are fugazi. I said from time. Let me put myself, because people need to see me fresh here. I said from time that Arsenal are not going to make top 4 because this club just doesn't have the mentality and the character to make top 4. But yet again, nobody wanted to listen to Uncle HH. Nobody wanted to listen. Several people said, oh, look at Arsenal's fixtures. Look at Arsenal can win these fixtures. Oh, they are playing so well. I was like, I don't care what Arsenal's fixtures are. Why are you assuming they will beat Palace? Why are you assuming that they will beat Brighton? And what happened? They took an L to Palace and Uncle Paddy V, and they took an L to a bunch of seagulls at the crib. Never assume. So, Arsenal are now, because see, here's, and this is the funny thing here. If Arsenal don't get top 4, I won't be shocked. You see, we'll get to the shock, which is Man United. We'll get to that afterwards. But if Arsenal don't get top 4, I won't be shocked because it's what I expect. I never expect them to make top 4. The table lies. Mathematics is overrated. I don't care what the table looked like and what the fixtures were. I knew Arsenal were never going to get top 4. So them not getting top 4, it is not a shock or a surprise to me. But lastly, before I bring in my guys, is that so many Arsenal fans, man, you know who you are. You know who you are, H7. You know who you are. Several people said that, oh, man, what if Arsenal play Chelsea, what happened? And I was like, what are you on about? Why should I have faith in a team who finished 8th twice 2 years prior? Why should I have faith in a manager whose only claim to fame is putting out cones and getting Pep Guardiola's water bottle for him to throw around and drink? Come on, guys. What are we saying here? So, my thing is this. Let's see how the season goes through. But my Lord in heaven, if come the end of the season, from where things were, Tottenham end up getting top 4 and Arsenal don't, that would be an embarrassment. But even more so, do you know what this now shows? That North London derby is going to be one heck of a crazy-ass game, man. But Arsenal, that's why they're called Arsenal. It's what we expect. And Arsenal are simply the gifts that keep on giving. And we thank you and bless you for it. All right, guys. So let me come to Eminence first, because I know Ford has a mixtape. Let me come to Eminence first while Ford gets ready his mixtape. Eminence, man, Arsenal, man. Are you shocked?
Richard, you know what? Yeah, like we've seen this like over the last 10 years. Arsenal always crumble, I'm loving it, bro. I'm loving it because Arsenal fans are very deluded, bro. They're so deluded, like
Completely deluded.
they're
But you
so
know what?
deluded.
I feel sorry for them. I feel sorry for them. Slightly. No, actually, no. I feel sorry for them because you are so irrelevant footballing wise. You've so fallen off the map that I actually genuinely feel sorry for these guys.
Yeah, it changed, man. I mean, to be fair to them, yeah, they've actually done well. You remember,
True. Okay. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah.
they lost. I think they lost the first 3 games at the start of the season, yeah, against Brentford, Chelsea, and Man City, yeah. So
Yeah.
they've actually done well since then. But the thing is, yeah, when it comes to like the crunch time, Arsenal have always crumbled. They've always crumbled, bro.
Always.
Always. So
Oh, no. This is the point that I made to people because when I was on the terrace, I said that. Okay, so cool. But when Arsenal, because the pressure isn't now, the pressure is when the closer we get to the end of the season, the closer we get to match day 38, the more the pressure builds. So the pressure is only going to get more and more with every week. So when that pressure mounts as we come close to the end of the season, how will these young players be able to mount that pressure? And we've seen they've begun to fold.
yeah, that's the problem. You know, when you rely on young players, like obviously they're good players, but like they're still very young to handle the pressure of taking Arsenal, carrying Arsenal every. Saka literally carries Arsenal every week on his back. So obviously, at some point they're gonna have dips and form or whatever. So listen, I'm loving it as a Chelsea fan. I love it, but at the same time, you cannot feel sorry for the Arsenal fans.
No, but my thing is that, are you shocked though?
I'm not. I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked because we've seen this over the years. Even when
No,
Wenger was,
but hold on. Let's be fair though. A few weeks ago, when they were in fourth, they had games in hand and they looked like they could actually get top four. Did you believe that they would get top four before the Palace game?
Okay. I'll be honest, yeah. Let's say a couple of weeks ago, I said they'll get fourth, yeah. But I looked at the fixtures. I looked at the play City, sorry, West Ham, Everton, Man United, Spurs. I said to myself, you know what, these are tough fixtures, you know. But the thing is, I looked at their squad at the time. They had Partey was playing really well. Was it Tierney? Yeah, Tierney was playing well as well. But now those two players are injured, so I kind of feel sorry for them because they've got injured at the time. Like this is crunch time of the season, bro. So I feel sorry for them in that sense. But to be honest, I'm just happy that I'm not happy because I don't want Spurs to make it. Like I want Spurs to miss out as well. But if I'm to choose between them two, I would say Arsenal because I actually like I don't like Arsenal, but I'd rather Arsenal be in Champions League than Spurs. But to be fair, like Arsenal fans deserve it because they've been getting cocky, bro. They've been getting too excited. But you know what? I don't even care, bro. Like Arteta, what do you think about Arteta, bro? Do you think he's a good manager? Like, how do you what do you think of it?
He's okay, but he's grossly overrated. No, he's okay. Look, he's better than Lampard. I'll give you that.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but yeah, I think Arsenal fans definitely overrated him. He's not as good as Arsenal fans think he's. And it's my thing though that his claim to fame is he just put out cones for Pep Guardiola. That's it. Like your claim to fame is that you put out goals for Pep Guardiola and you're a Pep Guardiola side piece. So you've not really done I'll give you this. All he's done is the FA Cup. Cool. I'll give you that FA Cup win. And who helps with that FA Cup? The guy who you just dissed, your boy Aubameyang. You know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm not really ready to do. Ford, talk to me, man. Then I'll take it up, guys. Ford, talk to me.
HH, man. These guys are actually trying to bottle it. You know how amazing this is?
No. But no, hold on. Are you surprised though? Are you surprised?
No, I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised in their drop in form. I think for me, going into January period, obviously that was a big month for them. And Messi Aubameyang went out the door. They also lost to quite a few squad players like Maitland-Niles, I think Kolasinac went and other players. And you wondered if they had the squad to really deal with like that schedule. Yes, they're playing once a week, which is the biggest benefit to them, which is why they should get top four. But you thought, if there comes a time where there is any injuries in that squad, they're so brittle. They haven't got a backup striker. Their backup midfield options are weak. And you got somebody like Tierney who, while he's a good player, he consistently picks up injuries, and he picked up another injury again. He's out for the season. Looks like Partey's out for most of the rest of the season. And that's two important players, players of their leadership group that are gone. And now you see all the frailties in the squad, and it's amazing to see. And obviously, for me, it wasn't a case of, I think Arsenal will be so consistent that nobody could catch them. I just didn't see United being consistent enough to put a run to get top 4. Leicester are already out of the picture. And Tottenham, I didn't really give Tottenham much of a chance of being consistent enough, but it looks like they're picking up form at just the right time. But again, looking close, they're Arsenal, bro. And obviously, Eminence mentioned the word earlier. It's delusion, bro. The delusion of that fan base is second to none. Second to none, bro. Like, HSU mentioned that, they were talking about looking forward to, we're going to beat Chelsea in a few months' time and all that. No, they weren't looking just that far forward, bro. They were looking as far as not even the group stage draw or the Champions League. They were looking as far as we're going to beat this team and that team and then win the Champions League in 2023, bro.
It's mad. No, but do you know what's so crazy? Because Eminence just said that, he looked at Arsenal's fixtures. He said that, well, they're going to play Chelsea, they're going to play Tottenham. They've not even yet faced Chelsea or Tottenham, and they've already held 2 L's to Palace and Brighton. And
this was the killer, bro. Today was the killer because for me, they were always going to lose.
Today, for me, this game I think could derail everything because this is a mental blow. Because to lose, because the one thing losing to Palace with that's still bad, but to lose to Brighton at home, this I think is a total mental blow. Total mental blow.
For me, up until now, they've won all the games that they were meant to win. For me, because Liverpool, they were always going to lose to Liverpool. Let's be real. And Crystal Palace away, especially on a Monday night, bro, that's a hard fixture for anybody. So obviously the way that they lost, though, that was what was a bit telling. To lose like that was a bit of a red flag. And now to lose at home to Brighton, boy, these men are skirting very shaky waters. And again, if they don't get top 4, bro, with that squad, it's a longness for them. Because then how long are you going to keep a hold of the likes of Martinelli and Saka? So, boy, Arsenal fans, it's going to be more years of pain, man.
I think that's key because for me, because my thing, Arsenal not getting top 4, I don't think is that much of a disaster. But you do make a very fair point because Martinelli and Saka, they've been on the radar, especially Saka. So if teams are now looking to recoup and say, this Saka guy, okay, just for example, it may not be, let's just for argument's sake, Barca say, I want Saka. If you're Saka and Xavi wants you, so you can play under Xavi at Barcelona with the likes of Pedri and Gavi and Busquets, and you're in the Champions League. Are you going to reject that to play with Thomas Partey, zoom, 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 zoom? I mean, come on, bro. You know.
This is the kicker. Just last thing on Arsenal here. This is the kicker because with someone like Saka, and I've been speaking about this with Arsenal fans for a while, and they've been concerned with the Saka situation because he's only got 2 years left on his contract from this summer. So if they were to secure Champions League football, that would be cause for him to say that, we're going in the right direction. Maybe I can sign like a 2-year extension and then see what happens from there.
And also, the key thing is never assume a guy's going to be loyal to you. Never assume that because a guy comes from your academy and so forth that he will be loyal to you. In football, never assume because
No, go on.
No, because Saka looks at social media. So if Saka is looking at people's interests and so forth and everything, Saka could be like, I'm ambitious. I am one of the best and most talented young players in the world. Why don't I trust my abilities at a Real, at a Bayern, at a Barcelona, at any of these other clubs? So my thing is that Arsenal have got to be very because my thing though is that don't assume these young guys are gonna be loyal to you no matter what because they come from the academy and so forth and you give them a career. Don't assume that. That's not how the modern player works.
Absolutely, and just to finish that point, obviously, if they don't get Champions League football, you're not entering the last 2 years of your deal. He's not going to then sign an extension at that point. And then Arsenal in a tricky situation because if you sell him with a year left, you're obviously losing out on a lot of the assets that you could have had. Because if you market him right, you could sell him for, say, 70, 80 million. Whereas if it's a year left on his contract, we're looking at maybe 30 million.
All right, so wait, let me just hit this dot and I'll come to Eminence and then we'll get to United. So, let's see. Paul Kicklin, thank you for the door, Paul Kicklin, man. Having 2 central midfielders for Arsenal cost them. Lokanga is not ready and Smith Rowe can't play that. Yeah, Smith Rowe he's in number 10. So Xhaka had to go left back.
Smith Rowe was just a fraud, bro. He's just media hype, bro. That guy, he's trash.
I do like Smith.
No, he's a good player, but it's not that. It's not.
He's a second half merchant, bro. Like all his goals are from the bench, man. He's not that guy.
Okay, so Wait, hold on. Let me just say. So it says Xhaka had to go left back. Generally cost them not buying and sending out. But see, and here's the thing. Guys, please look at previous hangouts, look at previous videos, look at my stuff on the terrace. I always said that once you now go deeper into the season, can you trust these young players? Because as the season goes, it gets much more tense, you become much more tired, and that is where you have to look at experienced heads. Unless you have an incredibly, superbly talented young team, like the Ajax team from the 90s, I always questioned that. How much faith can you put on a Smith Rowe, a Saka in match day 30, match day 31, match day 32, match day 33, where it's becoming tense, more pressure, more tense, more pressure, more tense. That is why you always have to combine the young players with the serious players. The reason why I didn't like answer for top four is young players can't carry you. They could be star players, but Saka is carrying this team. And the guy's in his early 20s. You see, when you look at Tottenham, Kane is in his late 20s. Son is seasoned. All these guys, they're all seasoned guys. We have a few young guys here, but it's the seasoned guys who are carrying them. So with Aubameyang gone, lack of threat is trash, bro. If that is your main striker, your captain, and your senior man, it don't look good. You always have to have those old experienced heads for you to say what's up. Your boy Craig, thank you for the dog, Craig. Play Reece at right centre back on Tuesday and Ruben at right wing back.
No. Now the thing is, there is some logic to this. I don't wait. Hold on, HH. The thing is, like, we need to defend against Vinicius a lot better. So that could be like, obviously what we saw second half in the first leg was Reece James did do a better job on Vinicius second half, but to play him, I think for me, you just have to trust Christensen can do a job there and let Reece play his normal position, because we got to attack, but we got to attack with the fluidity that we're used to.
You see, Craig, you're falling for the trap here. Ruben played very well, but he played very well against Southampton in an EPL game where Southampton are not playing for anything. That's very different from playing against Real Madrid in a Champions League quarterfinal. Okay, those are an EPL game that means nothing for Southampton, a Champions League quarterfinal that means a lot for both sides. So Ruben Loftus-Cheek going up against whoever for Southampton is very different from him now going up against a Vinicius. I don't want Vinny against Ruben Loftus-Cheek. I don't want that.
For me, I
don't want that.
For me, I'm gonna drop Christensen because, I'm dropping him because.
So who do you play there? You play Reece James there, or what do you do?
If Aspie is fit, I'll play Aspie as the right centre back. Wait, one second.
Eminence, you need goals.
Let me land. Play Aspie as the right centre back, then play Reece James as the right wing back for me, because I feel like Aspie defensively is a lot better than Christensen. So that's what I would go for. But
okay, so
I just think he would struggle with the balls in behind, because if Vinicius goes 1v1 against Aspie with pace, like that's a long day. We have to push up.
That's the only issue. The pace. Yeah, the pace is the only issue for me.
But you have to trust I trust Aspie a lot more than putting a Ruben in there. And also for me, let's just be real. Say what you want about Aspie in terms of he is horrible beyond the halfway line. The guy's a very solid defender. So you just have to hope and trust that he will use his experience to get the better of Vinny. So, Tapua Mutsa, thank you for the dub, Tapua, man. Should be a fun, open game come midweek. May the best team win. Obviously, Tapua, a Real Madrid fan. Thank you for the support, man. Look, man, if it's an opening game, man. Because, guys, I'll tell you this right now. If Real score first, it's over. If Real Madrid score the first goal, pack your bags. It's over. Pack it up. It's over.
100%.
So my thing is that Chelsea have to, and I don't want an open game. Chelsea have to sort of control the game. Chelsea have got to take Real out of their element, because Real wants an opening game, especially your boy Benzema. Chelsea, you got to take Modric out of, and I said this in the first leg. I said it before the first leg. I said, take out Benzema, take out Modric. You take out those two players, doesn't mean that you win. It gives you a great foundation to say what's up. But if you allow Benzema and Modric to enjoy themselves, then what do you do? You can't allow them to enjoy themselves, bro.
You know what killed us in that first leg, yeah. The second half when we started, yeah, and we just gave away the
That
third
goal.
goal.
I know.
Yeah,
I
I feel
know.
like if it was 2-1 going to that second half, I feel like we could have
True. No,
got,
no, no.
yeah.
I mean, look. It's
So
but you have. It is what it is. You have to react. You have to react. Like at this level, things happen. And when you're at this level and this experience, you got to say, "Oh man, oh what can we do?" It happened. It's bad. You've got to react. You can't just fold. Chelsea folded like, oh my god, it was a mistake, and Real Madrid they just took the game to the next level there. But
yeah.
look, Vinny did hit the crossbar in the first half though. So
Yeah,
let's keep it real. Tapua, once again, thank you for the big dot, Tapua. Thank you for that up, Tapua. I don't think the results will affect what happens midweek, but I'm definitely give you guys confidence. We can't let you guys get early momentum and end up like the UV game where Mandzukic absolutely adopted Carvajal. But look, see, my thing is, this game is a confidence booster. Full stop. Nothing more, nothing less. And you know what I always say? What's it? Okay, well, Benzema wasn't playing. It's like Real Madrid, Barcelona. When Barcelona destroyed Real Madrid, people are like, oh, and this dude here, forward, was like, oh, is this the real? Is this Real Madrid that everyone should be fearful of? I was like, forward, chill. Especially for Real Madrid, league games and UCL games are completely different. And that's what I try to explain to guys. You can be trashed in a league game against freaking Lugo or whatsoever, and you can be super amazing come Tuesday, Wednesday in the UCL game. Because Champions League, you switch. You go UCL mode. And players just completely switch. And Real Madrid are a UCL team. So for me, the only thing this game gives Chelsea is confidence boost. And I won't even read that much into it. Because, see, don't make the mistake of like, 6-0, Chelsea will have a swagger. No. All this is that, you don't know how to play. You can't score goals. You can't score goals. So it's just a thing of like, we can't do this. So this is within us. Doesn't mean you do it against Real Madrid, but just to have that thing in the back of my mind that, this is what we can potentially do. Boom. And that's what Homeboy says. If Chelsea gets that early goal, that is key. Chelsea have to score early. Because if Chelsea score like in the 70th minute, okay. Like if Chelsea score like in like the 6th, 7th minute, it changes the whole game because momentum. If Chelsea score 5th, 6th, 7th minutes, momentum shifts. So it is very key when Chelsea score.
Yeah, Yeah. What do you make of Pulisic's performance today? Because I felt he was poor when he came on. What do you think?
See, this is with Pulisic. And can we be real on this dude? That was a flash in the pan. That's thing lockdown, in 2020. Lockdown.
Yeah.
It was a flash in the pan. He has not shown that form since lockdown. Since lockdown, he's not had that form. So it's all Pulisic has is that lockdown form and the first leg against Real Madrid. That's it. Eminence, I think we just have to admit that this guy is fugazi.
Yeah, because I'm just thinking about the second leg, like the front three. What front three will we go for? Because I'm going Havertz, Ziyech, and Mount for me. That's what I'll go for. But I don't know about you.
Listen, for me, look, Pulisic, bro. I call him Pula mid, bro. He's dead out here, man. Like, obviously, looking long term, we have to get him out in the summer. Him and Werner, if we're trying to be a serious club, we have to get them out.
Okay, wait, hold on. Okay, guys, before I go to United, because I want to touch United before I go. I can't believe I'm going to say this. I can't believe I'm going to say this. From a tactical point of view, just think macro.
No, it's the right thing. It's the right answer.
Just hear me out.
It's the right answer.
Think macro. Don't think micro, think macro. Real are an attacking team. Chelsea need goals. Madrid are going to give Chelsea space. He's a moron. He's trash. He's brainless. But he is a means to an end. He's not the end. They're not. But he's a means to an end. Werner's speed, I think, can provide 4 mounts, 4 Havertz. So it's a means to an end. Because remember, you have to think 4D. You have to think 4D. Don't think of, he'll get the chances. No. He's not getting the chances. He's like a decoy.
It's
He's
the
a
chaos factor,
decoy.
bro.
Yeah. But the thing is, Real Madrid won't play a high line as like you know how Southampton
Real
plays.
Madrid, they play open.
Yeah,
Emirates,
but-
Real Madrid are not going to defend. They are an attacking team. So
Yeah, but
you're going to get space.
yeah, sure. But
Get this bum-ass moron just to run those channels, be a decoy. He's just there as a conduit for Mount, for Ziyech, or for Havertz with his speed.
yeah, the speed is
Just think
yeah.
4D. Think,
Change.
he's trash. He's trash. But Emirates, you're trying to win a game here. So you've got to just think 5-dimensional.
Yeah.
Okay, so guys, I want us to touch on United. Now, can you please give me my dub here? What did I say? Everton are going to survive. I told you that Everton are going to survive. Wait. Let me give myself the mic and then I'll come to that. Let me give myself the mic here. Let me give myself the mic here. Frank Lampard is a trash manager. He's brainless. He's crap. He's complete crap.
Relax.
Aye,
Forward.
that's
Let
our
me
legend, man. Relax.
Let me
That's our
cook.
legend, man.
No.
Aye, that's a club legend, you know.
Maybe it's no. That's your legend. My legend is Zola and Hazard. You know, those are my legends. Zola, Hazard, and the drug. Okay, so
Bro, he won you the Champions League as captain, bro. Relax, man. Relax.
can you relax? Let me cook. Lampard is a trash manager. He's brainless. Despite that, I said this all through.
Cap.
I still feel that Everton are going to survive. And I said it all the way through months that I still believe, despite everything and so forth, Everton are going to survive. And when you just look at what has happened with Watford getting touched by Leeds, I think Everton are going to survive. But Lampard is still trash. Be very clear here. Man United. You see, this is what I need this to be promoted. So I'm writing to FIFA and the FA. Man United must officially be known as Boychester Divided. That has to happen. Like, their official name must be changed. They don't deserve to be called Manchester United because those aren't men out there, and those guys are not united. Those guys are boys and they're divided. You know. So I thought it would be a draw. Not, guys, chat, streets. I'm talking to the streets right now, streets. Not in my wildest dreams did I think that United would actually conspire to lose to Francis. Do you know how Everton, let's be real, these guys are a shambles. The only reason why Everton were able to win was Maguire, the deflection, and Delph. Delph in DM proved to be productive, but even if you put Delph there, because I know Ford is going to go off on Bruno Fernandes. Bruno freaking Fernandes. This man has to be one of the most fraudulent players I've ever seen in my life. This man is stealing a living. This guy is stealing money. This man is thieving money. Because I say to myself that, what does he do? What is his function? How does he contribute? He can't dribble. He can't pass the ball well. He can't create a ball. He can't provide through balls. So what is the function of the dude? And did they give the dude a new contract? This useless man who, I don't know what he does on the football pitch, they just give this guy a new lucrative contract. What is wrong with this club? And look, and shout out to my guy, CR37, man. Look, here's the thing, and this is what I always said about CR37. Hates all you want, he's still my goat. If you don't give this 37-year-old geriatric service, he can't provide. Cristiano without service is as useful as oxygen trying to play football. And it's pretty useless. You know, and you see, my thing here is that if Cristiano is frustrated and you don't give him service, do you know what happens? He tries to dribble, which looks awful, and he kicks the ball at a holder, gets a yellow card, and he smashes a mobile phone. That's what happens when Cristiano doesn't have service and he's frustrated. But for me, this is for United that look, Ralph deserves some blame. The players deserve more blame because you are good enough to play a better brand of football rather than cross and inshallah. Because this wasn't even cross and inshallah. This was Brexit, long ball, Queen Lizzie, FC football. It was flipping horrendous, bro. These guys were crossing from freaking the medieval times. These guys were crossing from the 1600s. That's how bad it was, man. But, I mean, complete and total embarrassing, man. Eminence, talk to me, bro. United.
HH, man. HH. I don't even know where to start. HH, talk about Wan-Bissaka, bro. Talk about Wan-Bissaka.
I almost forgot Wan-Bissaka. he's one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life. He's one of the worst players I've ever seen in my life.
They compared him to Reece James and Trent, bro. HH. Do you know what? Watching the game, I didn't think Everton played well, but I thought that the press
didn't play well.
Yeah, they didn't play well, but I think they wanted it more than United, and that was very.
So Emily, so trying to explain that effort beats a bunch of overpaid dudes. Is that what you're trying to tell me? Effort.
Basically that, bro. Because I was watching the guy, saying like, how you wait? Everton are pressing you and you're losing the ball, bro. Like Everton are putting pressure on you and you're losing the ball. Like, I didn't get Bruno Fernandes, bro. Talk about Bruno, bro. Like,
I don't know what he does. I don't know what this guy does, bro.
Oh no, we'll talk about Bruno. We'll talk about Bruno.
Bro, every game I watch this guy. If he's not scoring goals, bro, he's rubbish, bro.
They said he was world class. They told me he was world class, though.
They compared him to Frank Lampard, bro. They compared him to Eric Cantona, bro. They compared him to Eric Cantona, bro. Eric Cantona, bro. Eric Cantona, bro. Deep that, bro. Bro, Ronaldo, bro. I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Like he's finished, bro. I'm so sorry to say this. I love Ronaldo, but he's finished. He is finished, bro. Like, honestly, he's finished. And I look at that team, like these are a bunch of individuals, bro. They don't play as a team. They play as individuals. And the problem you have with that is if you have a bunch of individuals trying to sort things out, it's always gonna be difficult because.
But is that the fault of the manager though? Is it the manager's? So do you say that's the manager's role to stop the individuals and get the individuals to play as a team, or is it down to the players to be able to maybe they're not listening to what Ralph is saying properly? Because see, my thing is that I feel that Ralph overestimated how smart and how good these players were. Yeah. And it's like, oh geez, these guys don't know how to play quick. Oh, geez, these guys don't know how to play pass and move and intricate. Oh, geez, these guys don't know how to adapt to different formations in a game.
Yeah, HH, man. I look at that team. I think people like Maguire, people like McTominay, Fred. I mean, Fred is a good player, but I don't know. I don't think he's the level United need to go to that next level. I look at people like Bruno, bro. Bruno, like giving him a new contract is bro, that's a joke, bro. I don't know what United are thinking, bro. And I feel like. I look at their team and I feel like this team is not ready. Like they're not ready.
Pogba needs to leave. I mean, people will hate me. Please feel free to hate me. Feel free to hate me. Pogba is still a World Cup winner. He still scored in a World Cup final. He's still a world-class talent. Pogba needs to get the hell out of this team as soon as possible. Because see, I'm here to promote ballers and to protect the integrity of ballers. Pogba needs to get the heck out of this team as soon as possible.
100%. And just also to add on to that point, Eminence, you mentioned earlier that Everton beat them based off desire, and for me that's true because Pogba said it in the international break, bro. He said the season's dead. He literally said the season is dead. There's nothing to play for. And when you look at that performance today, like it looks like half of those players were dead on the pitch, bro. Like there's nothing for those guys to play for. They don't care about top four. They thought they were going to be winning trophies this season, so now you're telling me we have to battle for top four in April, like. They're that long, bro.
But do you know how messed up that is? So you've given up. Lo and behold, Arsenal lost to Brighton. So imagine if United won and Arsenal would have lost. Look at where United could have been.
They'd be on the same point.
That is so.
Yeah, level on points. Yeah.
The fact because see for me, and that just shows because I said that I think United have a chance of getting top four. because I didn't believe in Arsenal, and Tottenham just can't be trusted. Because for not in a million years did I think that United would lose to Everton. I thought maybe a draw. I think us will lose points, and even if it's a draw, United still close that gap. But see, that is where I just say, you know what, I can't blame it on Ralph, because you see, these are guys who are pampered, and they were so pampered under Ole. It's going to be very difficult because Ralph is not. Ralph is not an authoritarian. He's a stopgap. So he's not even the manager. He's just an interim until they get the real manager. So what clubs like this need is an authoritarian. You need a guy who says, "Oh no, the box stops with me." And are you sure you're going to get that with Ten Hag? I don't know. I
mean, we're going to see with that appointment, but look, there's only one place for me to start. And Tich, put me full screen, bro. We got to talk about it, man. We got to talk about the biggest fraud in the history of the game. I'll say it again for the boys at the back.
Show love to Rats, man. Show love to our Rats friends, man.
The biggest fraud in the history of the game, bro. I said it. I've been saying it, and I'm gonna keep on saying it, bro. They gave this man, they doubled his wages, bro. They doubled his wages. And
wait, how much is he on now?
I think he's on I don't know,
280, and that's not. And then also he gets on top of that incentives for goal bonuses and all this nonsense, so it can go up to like 350.
Jesus
bro.
Christ.
And again, to speak on the incompetence of that deal, like again, that deal alone shows just the incompetence of where Man United are as a club. Because this man already has 3 years left in his contract, so there's no need to go and give him a new contract now. Nobody is in the market for Bruno Fernandes. There's nobody in the world who wants to sign a guy like Bruno Fernandes.
Also, do you know what makes it crazy? How do you know that Ten Hag wants Bruno Fernandes?
Exactly, and that's the point I'm getting to. Because you haven't even got your new manager in it, so you don't know who your manager is because Ten Hag isn't signed, sealed, and delivered. He hasn't even had a chance to have a training camp with the guy, like to have a summer with the guy to see how he actually looks in the system. And
also, Ford, I can tell you right now, Ten Hag can't use Bruno. Based on the kind of football that Ten Hag plays, Bruno doesn't work. A guy who treats a ball like a hot potato, I don't know what this guy is doing in a Ten Hag pass and move Dutch system, bro.
Yep.
So,
I mean, somewhere in Merseyside, Van der Beek is doing shillelagh and all kinds of dances, bro, because he must be happy. He must be thinking, my time has arrived. Ten Hag does join. But obviously, Bruno Fernandes, again, you go and get your new bumper deal. So, bro, show me what you can do on the pitch. Show me what we're paying for. And this guy's doing outside of the foot passes into Rose.
Bro,
he's giving the ball away 20 times again in the game. He
always does that rubbish every single game. He does that.
It's like in his head. He must think he's prime Zidane.
No.
But then all on his feet, he's Lee Cattermole, bro.
He thinks he's this dude.
He does. He said his idols growing up. Bro, he said his idols growing up, and he tried to base his game off of one guy that's in your back there, Ronaldinho. He said Ronaldinho was his idol, and he wanted to base his game off of Ronaldinho, bro. Two players, bro. Ronaldinho, and Iniesta, bro. He said he wanted to base his game off of those two.
Excuse me?
That guy, bro.
Bro, he plays nothing like Ronaldinho. He plays nothing like Ronaldinho, bro.
And you know how hypocritical it is, bro? Like, nobody brought me more joy watching a game than Ronaldinho, bro. And in terms of, like, what people are the most painful to watch in the eye of the game, game of football, it is Bruno Fernandes. He's an absolute eyesore, a disgrace to the number 10 position. And I'll say it again, the biggest fraud in football history, bro. They compared him to Cantona, Lampard, and all these guys, and he ain't shit, bro.
But here's the thing. It's like, how can you base your game off Iniesta and Ronaldinho, where Iniesta and Ronaldinho, these guys, they were in love with the ball. They kept the ball. They loved the ball. Bruno, you hate the ball. For Bruno, you're like, how quickly can I get rid of the ball? I think, Bruno is a basketball player. There's a shot clock on him.
Yeah.
Get rid of the ball in 5 seconds or less. How the hell is that similar to Dino and Iniesta, who were ball hoggers, who loved the ball? I mean, bro.
It's crazy, bro. And HH, you talk about give me my dub, bro. Like, bro, I need a factory to collect all the dubs I'm getting on Man United. Because obviously, HH, you were there for all of it, bro. Yeah, agenda on Rashford, bro. When they talked about him being the next Henry. When they signed Harry Maguire for 85 British pounds sterling, bro. At a time when they could have got Ruben Diaz, they could have even got Koulibaly.
You know what? Guys, let's be real with Rashford, man. If United choose not to like renew his contract or so forth, what does Rashford do? Because who buys Rashford?
honestly,
because the only way it's down for Rashford. If he leaves United, the only way it's down. There's no lateral movement and there's no upwards movement. The only way it's down for Rashford.
You probably go to like Burnley or something like that. Like,
Eminence. Relax. Eminence, relax.
you know what would be a good move from HH?
Well,
Bro, he could try a hand at Parliament, bro. Like, bro, the work that he done in 2021 with the kids and the free school meals, like, bro, there's a future in
get that head up, bro. Get that bloody head up.
Get the head up. Get it up immediately, bro. Look at the PR matches at United, bro. There's so many agendas we could run. Rashford, Maguire, Wan-Bissaka, bro.
Hold on. Quickly on Wan-Bissaka. Actually, no. Let me answer this because this is to me. So that's a loser. AWB is the best defensive right back. Now, let me respond. I still defend that statement. Look what you just said. Defensive. Wan-Bissaka, possession of the ball is crap. In terms of he's sort of gotten a bit bad now and awkward, but in terms of his 1v1 tackling ability, an ability to win tackles and just be good as a defender in a 1v1 situation, he's very good. The issue is hold on.
HH.
Talk about his positioning, bro.
Exactly, bro. There's so much more to defending than just tackling, bro.
Now,
we know that.
I said hold on. I said this years ago. That's why I said he's gotten worse. When I said this, the guy defensively was damn good. Positioning, 1v1. So remember, this was just when he left Palace and moved to United. Just moved to United. That's when I said this. But he's declined. His positioning is gone. He doesn't know where he is. His confidence is now low, and he's a liability.
I'd have to disagree. And honestly, there was a point where he was good defensively, I would say, but he was never top 5 defenders in the world, defensive right backs in the world, never. In terms of tackling, 1v1 tackling, he's pretty good. He's very athletic, and he's got a great slide tackle. I'll give him that. But bro, he started off as a winger. People forget this. He started off as a winger. He's been as a winger at times for Palace before he became a right back. So he was never defensively that. He was never like a specialist defender, bro.
2 years ago, remember, Carvajal was injured. Reece James hadn't really been on the map. What other right backs out there were really great defensively? Reece James wasn't really on the map 2-3 years ago. Carvajal had his heart condition, so he was already out injured. So in terms of right backs, I remember Trent is not the defensive stuff is not really his thing.
I mean, you can argue with Kimmich, but obviously he doesn't play right back.
He doesn't play right back.
I have names for you, bro. World Cup winning Pavard, better defensively than him. You have Ricardo Pereira at Leicester. Before his injury, he was very good for Leicester. Very good right back. You have plenty of right backs out there who were better defensively than him. Yes. Pavard, he can't do anything going forward. But defensively,
I don't know about
Pavard. Bro, when he won the World Cup, you're telling me when he won the World Cup, he wasn't better than Wan-Bissaka, bro. You're telling me he wasn't better than Wan-Bissaka defensively.
He was decent. He wasn't great. He was decent. And also, let's be real. France were a defensive team. Okay, France were a defensive team who, remember, Matuidi and Kansi also helped Pavard a lot because that was a very pragmatic defensive system. So I don't know about that. Let me bring this one. Your boy Casey says, Ole had a system that worked for them before CR7. Casey, you're not going to do this to my coach.
No,
you wouldn't do this to my coach. No. Look, we're going to fight. We're going to fight. Casey, we're going to fight right now. Here's the thing. This isn't on Cristiano. Granted, I'll give you this. Ole didn't want Cristiano. If Cristiano didn't join United, I still think Ole would still be in the job, and United would have secured top 4 for sure. For sure. But it is unacceptable for grown professionals paid hundreds of thousands to not figure it out because, Cristiano is here. How has Cristiano made Bruno worse, made Rashford worse, made Sancho ineffective? Cristiano is just saying, yo, bro, like, Cristiano's not a guy like who he will touch the ball several times and lose the ball. He's just saying, now, just give me service. I can't run. I can't dribble. I can't do any of those things. Just give me service and I'm good. So, because here's my thing. The Cristiano move has been, from what I expected, a success. I didn't expect them to win the freaking 28 trophy with Cristiano because United have greater issues. Where is your DM? What's your structure? What's your recruitment? Who's the manager? What's the chemistry? But this guy, he has scored goals. And when he's been given service, he's been able to put the ball away. He's not been great. He's not been great, but he's been put the ball away. He is a 37-year-old geriatric that doesn't know how to dribble. So, and we knew this. We knew that this guy is a limited player right now. He's limited. He doesn't. He can't play football. He's just a goal scorer. He's a poacher. And if you can't provide for a poacher, what the hell are you supposed to freaking do? You know, Latin Rosario. So CFC gets 6. Look, guys, I'm done with Lukaku, bro. Do you start him on Tuesday?
No way, man.
He's injured, bro. He's injured. He would have probably played today.
He's injured, man. So you can't even get the opportunity to play. Well, he
missed.
missed.
Even if he was fit, bro. What's
bro? Obviously, obviously there'll be more streams that we can talk about the future of Chelsea in general. But for me, this summer we have to be ruthless, bro. There's guys in that squad who have to be gotten rid of immediately. Like you can't hold on to them any longer. And for me, 100 million on Lukaku at 28 years of age, you just have to cut our losses, bro, and just say move him on and get the club moving where it needs to go, man.
Oh, no, Greenwood was just trending for some reason. Paul Kickley, thank you for the dog, Paul. No, forward, just chill. Forward. Hold up, guys. Hold on. Shush. No, shush. Shut up. Let me. Paul Kickley says, how do you spend this much money and the entire squad still needs upgrading? Divided, have the worst run squad in the world. But Semedo, we would be proud. For me, I think that is the most damning thing because my thing is, you've spent ridiculous amounts of money and you can't beat Everton. And look at all the draws you have. And the very fact that if Ten Hag comes in, most of these players have to be cut. Because this is a perfect example of where it's about structure. The manager has to be king and the manager has to be 100% fully involved in all aspects of player acquisition. That's what you have with Klopp. That's what you have with Pep. Hence why their teams have such amazing chemistry. Because if you don't have that, then you're screwed. If you don't have the manager who is completely, fully embedded in there, you're screwed. Because we already say that Chelsea are like a Frankenstein monster and so forth. For United, I wouldn't say it's like a Frankenstein monster. It's just like a lot of these players are just not very good. Because my thing is that why buy a 37-year-old geriatric? He did a job, but why buy a 37-year-old geriatric? To mix it with are you sure a Cristiano can mix well with a Sancho, a Bruno, and a so forth? So, because my thing though is that, and that decision did come from Ole. That was purely, and that is why United are suffering from it. That Cristiano purchase was a marketing decision. Because they knew how many shirts they would sell. And Glazers were like, my gosh, this is a great, amazing story. The very fact that the Glazers mentioned Cristiano Ronaldo's name when he was talking to his NFL team showed you that 1,000% that came from the top. So it was not about, okay, does the manager actually want him? We actually fit for the team, but because they think American, oh, it's CR7. Oh, it's a superstar. Oh, he's one of the greatest of the game. He has to work. That's not how things work, man. Okay, it may work in American sports. That's not how things work in football. And now these guys, they are suffering from it, bro. KC says CR7 doesn't press. Ole team won the ball in transition. No, look, see, my thing is, look, if Ole was a better manager, Cristiano shouldn't screw up with how your team operates. Because you can still have all the rest of the guys pressing and then just play to his strengths, which is his strengths are finishing. But okay, so what I will give you this though is, despite the fact that he's still an amazing goal scorer and so forth, you have to allow the manager to build a team in his image. You have to allow him that. if a manager gonna build his team in this image, then what's the freaking point? You have to allow him to be able to build a team in his freaking image, bro.
Also, HH, again on that question, if you can bring that super chat back up, because I don't like the premise of that question. That super chat basically gives you the notion that Man United were a successful team before Ronaldo. They weren't, bro. They haven't been winning trophies.
No. He's not saying so successful, but they played a certain way, and guys operated in a certain way. It is yield trophies, but they didn't finish 7th, or they went in 6th or 7th.
Yeah, no, they finished 2nd last season, which again they're saying that we went from 2nd to 7th. So the big difference, obviously, there's Ronaldo, so it's Ronaldo's fault. But that doesn't. That's that 1+2 situation does not equal.
But Ford, if Ole was still in charge, they didn't have Cristiano. Do they finish outside the top 4? Are they outside of the top 4 now? I say
yes, no. They would be. They would. No, so you're saying if Ole stayed, but Ronaldo didn't sign?
Ronaldo didn't sign. They're either 4th or they're near 4th.
No, I don't. I think they still would have had a collapse, bro. Because people forget, like last season was an anomaly. First of all, you had obviously COVID and everything, so no fans in stadiums, which is why they were able to have their amazing away record when they weren't really playing under adversity of away fans. Liverpool's injuries had an incredible injury record. Chelsea, Frank Lampard tax. As much as I love him, there was Frank Lampard tax. Arsenal were dead. Tottenham were dead. And then you look at the Champions League run, the Europa League run that started in the Champions League, so they got knocked out of that competition, went into a second-tier competition, and still lost the final. So they had a bad season last season, and I have an even worse season. So the cracks were already there. Pogba's contract was winding down. You had a lot of frauds that were gassed up from Ole's era. Maguire, Shaw, Wan-Bissaka, they were told that they were some part of some great defense. No, they weren't. They're trash, and they got proven that they were trash.
No. Do you know what? I'll say this right now, man. Look at what they did under Carrick and so forth. This is what I believe. I feel that Ole's tactics and so forth better suited these players than what Ralph is doing, because Ralph overestimated how good these guys are, and Ole just had a system and something that guys they just understood. Bro, under Ole, they still got Lara Crofted by Liverpool and so forth. That still happened under Ole. But I'm saying that the amounts of games that they've either lost or drawn in wouldn't have happened under Ole. Because these guys have dropped a hell of a lot of freaking points, bro.
They have. And also the funny thing about why the future looks so bleak for United is you look at how the manager's progression has been. You go from Sir Alex to David Moyes. Again, then you go from David Moyes to Van Gaal. Huge culture shift in terms of how you want to play football. Then you go from Van Gaal to Mourinho, another huge shift.
Who is still their most successful manager since Fergie.
Yep. And of course, Van Gaal won an FA Cup. Mourinho won 3 trophies. Then you go from Mourinho to Ole, another huge shift, especially in terms of the managerial style. And then you go from Ole to Ragball, which is all about pressing, high intensity, almost like kind of like under the Klopp kind of model, right?
Yeah.
Then you go from Ragball, pressing and all of that, to Ten Hag ball now, it's looking like, right? Which is now the Cruyff model, the Dutch model. Like, you can't keep changing that many styles. Recruiting players for all those different styles.
The danger here, because I want to just get a few jobs before we got up here. The danger here is, what will happen if Ten Hag comes in and let's say they finish 5th and they win no trophies? Will he still have the support? Because that's what I want to know. If the consensus is we need a culture, we need a direction, we need a personality, Ten Hag is great. But if the consensus is that we need to find a guy to win us trophies, I'm not sure that Ten Hag is the guy. So I just don't know what those guys in the higher up are viewing and they are thinking. That's my thing. So hold up. Your boy Barry, let me just get these drops and then come to you. Zeman said Arsenal was getting top 4, and it was wrong. And I'm going to pull him up for it. Anybody who said Arsenal were getting top 4, egg on your face. And there were several of you people who said Arsenal were getting top 4, and I was the only one who said no. I was the only one. Shane Schubert.
It's not Z-Man anymore, bro. It's L-Man, bro. It's
L-Man. Oh, no, L-Man. Shane Schubert said, we need to rethink Ozil. Last elite. Could you argue Messi was a number 10? You could make an argument.
Yeah,
you could make an argument that Messi is a number 10, but he isn't a pure number 10. It's just like he plays there. Because Snyder's from 2010. So if you're thinking in terms of a guy who played that role the way it was supposed to be played, but I mean, look for that change.
So we're saying De Bruyne is not a number 10 then.
No.
So we're saying De Bruyne, and again, I get it because I think De Bruyne is like a similar level to Ozil. Right? Maybe you can argue better, but I guess he's not stylistically your typical number 10.
He's not a number 10. I mean,
And
he's-
Fabregas is a number 10 as well. So
He was more of a
No, he's-
midfielder for me.
Yeah,
Maybe at
no,
Arsenal
no,
number
he's
10.
a CM. He's a CM. He's a CM.
yeah, CM, yeah.
more central
No.
midfielder.
Like, I think you could say that. Yeah, like, see, Messi is weird because he plays so many positions, but in terms of just your sole thing on number 10 is so. But here's the thing, though. You're right. Football has changed. Look at the formations now. How many formations actually have a number 10? Not many. Because do you know what has happened? The number 10 is now the striker. So the striker, look at Benzema. Look at Firmino.
Yep.
Look at what Pep does if he plays De Bruyne as a false nine, or he plays Jesus as a false nine, or Silva as a false nine. So now the striker is not the number 10, and that's the number 10 guy who is a midfielder. For moves, it's gone.
And the thing is, you can't have the number 10 if you want to accommodate these inside wingers, which are the guys you're meant to be getting your goals. So
there we go.
Oh, look, Tottenham just made it 2-0. So Arsenal, boy, it's peak for them, man.
Wait, hold on. Let us. So Michael Sports said that.
Oh, mad.
Bruno equals Westbrook. Big up from cold Finland, man. What up from Finland, man? Michael School. What up, bro? What up, bro? No. Do you know why? Westbrook is more talented. See, Westbrook is actually an extremely talented player who just has poor basketball IQ. Bruno doesn't have any natural talent. So Westbrook has natural talent. He just has poor IQ and decision making. Bruno doesn't have natural, like, he's not a good footballer in the natural sense of the word. He isn't. So I can't even say that you couldn't put him in there, bro, because like he like Bruno, man, the guy is just he ain't that dude, man. Latin Ozario says, don't. Latin, what are we trying to say? Latin, what are we trying to say?
That's a bit techie, HH. That's a bit techie for you.
That's what you're trying to say. No, look, I'm still recovering from Glimped, bro. Glimped hash, like what's called /Glimped. I'm still recovering from /Glimped. Latin, just Latin, relax. Elsie says, Ole understood this team used to beat. This is bro. Ole sticks scalp. See. Forward, that's where I disagree with you. They would have finished. They'd have been either top 4 or near top 4. This group of players just functioned better under Ole.
No, I think the players respected Ole a bit more than Rangnick. That's what I think.
Because the guys took it super easy. Like they said, it was pretty much a holiday camp under Homeboy.
Yeah, but they respected Ole because Ole was like a friend to them. Ole was like just on a level. Like they didn't have that like fear of a manager. Like you see.
Wait. Why did the Juve allow Tottenham to get Kulusevski?
He wasn't playing much for Juventus, and I think for me, I believe it's an 18-month loan. I don't know why. Because they again, I've watched Juventus a couple of times this season. They are poor offensively, but I think it's an 18-month loan, and again, given the way he's playing, they're gonna want to bring him back because he looks incredible, bro. Incredible.
No. Quality player. Oh, guys, look, man. Let me watch the rest of this sports game. So, guys, we'll be back here 11 p.m. for the Hangouts, man. Where we're gonna go in much more detail into stuff, and of course, build up to Man City against Liverpool, man. So, guys, peace out. Stay true. Like that video. Subscribe if you're new. And I'll see you guys I'll see you guys on the other side. Peace.
That's nah.